Today we're going to talk about the present perfect. What is it, how to use it, and how to not misuse it. And that starts right now. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the present perfect. This is the first of a multi-video series that I'm going to do about the present perfect. It is one of the most used and most misused tenses by students of English as a second language. In proof of this, the subject has come up over and over in our WhatsApp group to practice English, and my students there have asked me to make a video about it, so this is the first of that series. If you would like to practice your English in our WhatsApp group, please click on the link up and to the right, and you will be able to see the video that explains more about our group. I'm very glad you could be here to join me today for this video. If you would like to see more English tip videos, more videos of live classes that I teach in Portuguese here in Palmas Tocantins, Brazil, or if you would like to see our video classes that are also in Portuguese, please don't forget to subscribe down below and click on the bell icon so that YouTube will notify you every time that we release a video. Have you ever wondered about the present perfect? How to form it? How to use it? To learn about the present perfect, let's go to the computer. Okay, let's see what's in the news today. Today the news is about the present perfect. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the present perfect expresses an action or state begun in the past and completed at the time of speaking or continuing in the present. But what does that mean for normal people? Today is the first in a series about the present perfect. In this series, we're going to highlight what we consider the most common and most important uses of the present perfect, and we'll also show some of the main extras that are used to make its meaning more clear. As you can see in the image on the left, when something happens in the past and continues in the present, has the potential to happen again in the present, or when the thing occurred is not important, we use the present perfect tense. Today we're going to compare it to the simple past. According to the Cambridge Dictionary again, we use the simple past to talk about a definite time in the past, to talk about single or regular, habitual events or states in the past. When we're referring to a specific time in the past, and that time is important to the sentence, we use what is called the past simple or simple past. We'll cover the simple past in another video. For now, we'll only compare it to the use of the present perfect. As you can see on the left here, we have the thing happening in the past that begins and ends in the past and has no relation to what's happening now. So let's look at the formation of the present perfect. There are two important parts of the present perfect. We need to have or has plus the past participle. In these examples, I have had a cold for 3 days. Have, because it's I. Anytime we have I or we or they or you, we're going to use have. And then we use has when we have third person singular. For example, she has made pasta every night. And then we also have the past participle. I have had. Had is the past participle of to have. She has made. Made is the past participle of to make. So let's compare present perfect versus the simple past. Let's look at two different sentences and see why we would use present perfect or simple past. Number one, I have eaten steak. Two, I ate steak yesterday. In example one, the point of the sentence is that I ate steak and not when it happened. Since the time doesn't matter, I use the present perfect. In the second example, the action occurred at a specific point in the past, being yesterday. When the action starts and ends at a specific point in the past, we use the simple past. Teacher Willie's top 5. In my experience, the present perfect can be divided into 5 usage categories. 1, an action that has been repeated in the past up to now. 2, an event that started in the past and continues in the present. 3, an event that happened in the past and hasn't finished. 4, an event that happened in the past, but when it happened isn't important. And 5, an event that finished in the very recent past. Today we're going to talk more about the first category, an action that has been repeated in the past up to now. And we'll continue in other videos with the other 4 categories and some extras about the present perfect in this series. So let's look at Donald Trump and how Donald Trump has changed his mind. If you click on the link above and to the right now, you will be able to watch a video that we created that shows some of the times that Donald Trump has changed his mind, specifically about NATO, China, Russia, and international relations. Go ahead and do that now and then come back and finish this video. Before his election as president, Trump said that NATO was obsolete, that China was a currency manipulator, that the US should get along with Russia, and that the US shouldn't impose its way of life on anyone. After taking office, Trump has said that NATO is no longer obsolete, China's president is terrific, that the US hasn't been getting along with Russia, and that the US has attacked Syria because its leader is a butcher. All of these things that changed seem to show that Donald Trump has changed his mind. As you can see in the first paragraph, has changed. We have has because Donald Trump is he, and changed is the past participle of to change. In the second paragraph, we have said, which is the simple past. So that's something that he said, that he did, and the time is important. He did it before he was president, a time in the past that is not connected to now. Then we have Trump has said. So has, because of he again, said is the past participle of to say. Then we have that the US hasn't been getting along with Russia. So here we have the negative, hasn't been, hasn't, has not, because the US is singular, it's a country. And then been, o been, depending on your pronunciation, is the past participle of to be. And then lastly, we have has attacked. Again, talking about the US, has, because the US is one country, attacked is the past participle of attack. So let's look at some examples here of when we use the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative. Number 1, Donald Trump has changed his mind about NATO. Donald Trump changed his mind about NATO. So in many languages, it is very similar. The idea in English is that when you say Donald Trump has changed his mind about NATO, you're saying something that gives the idea that it is possible that it is continuing to change, that it will change again. Where when you say Donald Trump changed his mind about NATO, at least in this one point, we're saying that it happened in the past and probably is not connected to something that is happening now. And number 2, Donald Trump hasn't changed his mind about NATO, so it's something that hasn't happened, it's something that did not happen in the past, and probably will not happen now or in the future. Where if you say Donald Trump didn't change his mind about NATO, it's that there was an opportunity to change his mind, it didn't happen in the past, and it's not connected to now. Number 3, in the question, has Donald Trump changed his mind about NATO? So up to this point, did he change his mind? Is it still possible that he will change his mind? And then, did Donald Trump change his mind about NATO in the simple past? Gives the idea that there was a chance that it happened in the past, but it is unconnected to now and the chance already ended. If you liked this video, please give us a like. And if you would like to watch other videos that have English tips like this one, or classes that I teach in Portuguese in the churches here in Palmas, Tocantins, Brazil, or if you would like to watch video classes that are also in Portuguese, this is the place where you'll find all of those, so please subscribe.